Today's episode of TNC Movie Nights is presented by Podgo. Podgo is the easiest way to monetize your podcast. They help by giving podcasters just like us a flat rate for ad space, so you always know what you're going to get when you have an ad presented by Podgo. You can apply today and be immediately connected to advertisers that will fit your audience. Just go to podgo.co, that's Podgo.co, and when you go there, there's a little box that says, "How did you hear about Podgo?" Make sure you let them know the movie night sent you.
This is TNC Movie Nights.
There it is.
Asshole, man. I saw the motions going. Thank you again, everyone who did check out our bloopers episode. And if you're, coming to hang out now with us, we are talking 2021. What is on the plate for the year? What we are hoping to accomplish, little ideas that we're going to kind of bounce off of each other a little bit. And of course, you all will get to see that. But yeah, it's really exciting. We made it through. We did the show for about 4 or 5 months of 2020, and now we have our first full year ahead of us. But Alex, how you doing? How was the end of 2020 for you? Holidays, see family, friends, anything like that?
Well, the ending was great. We didn't really do a whole lot or see a whole lot because of the whole everything the world is like right now situation. But yeah, other than that, it was actually a nice sort of quiet transition, which I feel like we haven't had a lot of throughout the year. It's been a lot of just screaming drastic changes, and you're like, oh, okay, all right, I guess this is gone forever now. So it's actually kind of a relief to be like, all right, here we go. And obviously, not everything is going to change overnight just because it's 2020, but anything that helps you be like, all right, next step. It's nice. How about you, buddy?
Yeah, I totally agree. It was nice, kind of a somber note to end the year, getting to say goodbye to our dear friend Manny as he travels off to Puerto Rico for however long he stays there. It'll be kind of like a little secluded 6 months, year, 2 years, whatever it comes out to be for him to kind of just work on the Nerd Chambers. So definitely excited to, kind of see where that goes. And he's saying he's going to stream a lot. His hope is to stream every day if possible. I know today he had to take a little break from it due to just getting to Puerto Rico.
One day.
I know. Just getting to Puerto Rico and not having internet fully set up yet. So, but yeah, it was good. It's turning the page to 2021 for the Nerd Chambers, and I'm all in all very excited. Now, when it comes to TNC Movie Nights, Alex, just a quick little recap before we get into our 2021. What were some of the moments you really did like? Some of maybe little change-ups we did, the different types of shows?
I wasn't quite sure what our direction was when we first started this, because I think we were both just kind of we really like movies, and we really don't have a forum to just chat about that.
Yeah.
And then the Nerd Chambers also, you had a movie spot, but it felt like there could be more to do with movies. So we're just kind of all right, let's do a movie show. Let's talk about some movies and stuff, man. So it was really, really fun to kind of find our groove. And we're still a very young show. It's still very early on. Like you said, we were just the last 4-ish months of 2020. So this will be our first full year. But it was really kind of nice to find our sort of groove at least a little bit and really hit the stride. And we were having more consistent planning coming out toward the end of it. We had event type things towards the end. The blooper show is a nice way to end it. It's just been really, really fun, and I'm really, really glad that it has stayed really, really fun throughout all of that too. How about you?
I definitely agree. It's been a nice something to look forward to each week, because again, we don't try to overstress ourselves with this show. We just kind of plan, if we can, about a week ahead, and we'll be like, hey, we're going to just chat about this today, and then we'll just get on, talk for 20-30 minutes, kind of a normal discussion, and then we'll review a movie once a week too. So it's been a lot of fun. I really did enjoy. I think we had one, maybe two. It might have just been kind of two, I guess, because Krampus, my girlfriend brought it up to me, and gave me the idea to do it. But kind of had like 2 recommendations throughout the year, so that was kind of fun too. That's something I'm really excited for, to hopefully that we can branch out and, you know, of course, reach out to the viewers and, you know, yourself who watching. Hi, Alex's mom.
Hello. Hi, Eddie.
Hi, Eddie. So, of course, if anyone has any recommendations for us, that's a big thing I'd like to try to focus on this year. Right now, we do 2 shows a week. It's something I know we've talked about before, you know, how many shows we'll do at some point. If it ever does get to the point where maybe we do 3 shows a week, where, you know, we do our normal show, we do our normal weekly review, and now we do a recommendation review. It'd be something cool to maybe reach out to at some point in the year, whether that's 6 months, 9 months, next week, or whatever happens with it. That's kind of what we'll wait and see where it goes, and we'll kind of gauge the expectations from there. So the recommendations, I think, would be a really fun thing to kind of keep going this year. I'll have to try to keep pushing it on Twitter and stuff like that as well. So that's definitely something I'd like to try to push forward and focus on a little bit in 2021.
Totally. I love that. I love, especially with how successful they've been. Like, that Your Name movie was so good, and it was so surprising. And then Krampus, I mean, we joked about this when we were dogging Wonder Woman 84, but we had 4 people watching a movie that was recommended to us, and every single one of them was just like, wow, that was actually really decent. And so, yeah, we've had a lot of success with the recommendations, and God knows we've had maybe a lower hit rate with our own movies than we decide. I think there are a lot more reviews we had this year with us just, oh my God, I can't believe we watched that piece of crap, than actually excited. Outside of, like, Quiet Place, Batman, the 66 one, and then, like, maybe John Wick. I don't even know. I mean, we could go through all of them, but yeah, man, those reviews are always fun, especially even if it's not just for a review. Listener topics, if someone wants to hear something, that's what we're all about. I mean, again, we're just 2 dudes talking about movies and stuff. We're going to do this whether there's 1 person watching or whether there's a million people watching or nobody. This is just like our conversations that we have in Discord. We just save the movie ones for this show. And so having any outside source of input is always nice, because we're happy to jump on that, because we've talked about our own stuff for so long now. Yeah, so I'm definitely excited about that too.
And just like Alex was saying, you know, it doesn't, you know, have to just be a movie. Let's say you're just scrolling through Facebook or a news feed or something like that, and you see, whoa, this person's supposed to play this person in Marvel or DC, and you're like, I would love to know more about this. Can you explain who the character is? Can you give us more information, the actor, stuff like that? We would love to, you know, do something even as simple as that could be a 3-minute spot on one of our shows, or 10-minute spot, depending on, you know, how long the conversation can go. So feel free to really just recommend anything you'd like at that point. Now, Alex, is there, you know, I guess, what's something else that you're looking forward to that you'd maybe like to see us do, continue to do, or maybe something that we haven't even talked about yet?
Well, there's one that's a little bit out of our hands, and it's one we've talked about on like 5 other episodes, but I'm excited to just go back to the movies.
This is my next one. Yes, thank you.
And just like, okay, because before movie nights was even a concept, I was doing the Fury Film Review, where basically I had the A-list from AMC. Sahar and I would go to the movies, like, usually on average, maybe twice a week. It was great. Or not twice a week, twice a month, just to average it out. Sometimes we would go twice a week. There were months where we saw like 5 movies. There's some where we barely got to 2. But that was it. That was just going to the movies. And then I was like, oh, hey, we can have a movie spot for the website. That was even before it was thenerdchambers.com. That was our old website.
Yeah, but that's back when it was just the WordPress. It was just WordPress.com/thenerdchamber. That's crazy. It's been that long.
Yeah, and so that was so much fun for me to just go watch a movie and then come home and type up a couple paragraphs about it and just get the thoughts out there. You know, I got to play sort of movie reviewer. So I would love, and since we've started the show, I would love for those 2 to kind of morph into one, because why wouldn't they? You know, we do movie reviews, and the whole point of that is to be the movie review. But we just haven't gotten that chance yet, because I haven't gone to the movie since the last review that's on there. So I'm really looking forward to seeing how those are going to blend, or even if I just don't do the review and then we just save it for the reviews, or maybe the movies that we don't talk about go on there, whatever the hell it might be. I'm excited to just be back in that movie watching, talking about stuff groove. I mean, we're talking about like just things that might happen between just multiverse and the third Spider-Man alone. There's like 40 things we could talk about. New characters get added every single day, and it's like you're scrolling through any social media. This person got confirmed for this person got confirmed for that. There's so much to talk about without watching the movies. I can't wait till we get to do that.
I do agree, and I think it would be fun for, we'll see how we're feeling about it. We can kind of gauge from there. And if we did do our normal reviews, like we both go see a movie in the theater, or then we come here, do the review on the show, and then maybe we'll write up short paragraphs for it, or maybe even we'll dive deeper into it, and it'll be like a super 6-7 paragraph thing, or it could be a tag team thing, or however we decide to do it. So there is a lot of different things to it. I mean, at the end of the day, for us, more content is, what we're needing at this point. So there's a lot of really cool stuff that can happen. There's a lot of great movies coming out in 2021. Hopefully we do get to start going back to the movies relatively soon. In the next 3-4 months, I'm crossing my fingers. So no, I definitely agree. Going back to the theaters is going to be really exciting. And again, there's a lot to look forward to 2021, and something I would love for us to try and do. Of course, this will be having to be figuring out the proper strategies to reach out to people and finding these sort of people. But I would love to find smaller, like even just short films. It could be like people just posting 2-3 minute little skits, or their own like little movies on YouTube. I would love to start trying to find those people to interview them and bring them on. I mean, right now, to them, at least, it could be, maybe additional 30 people go check them out now, because, our viewer bases, it would be perfect for them for like the smaller movies or short film stuff like that. So I would love to figure out a way that we can kind of reach out, maybe bring someone on once a month, or depending how successful that goes, it could be something that's like a bi-weekly or weekly sort of thing, again, depending on how many shows we start doing at this point. So I think that would be really exciting to reach out and do. Totally.
There's so much that we have the opportunity to do this year, and I'm really excited to do it. Also, something really random is that for, probably half the year, this is all sort of COVID dependent, obviously, but we've talked about this as a plan for So Hard Knives. We're going to be living in a van for 6-7 months of the year, and then afterwards we're going to be scooting on over to Europe again, all COVID depending. But so basically, starting in, depending on, it's so hard to say with COVID, because this might not happen at all, but we might be having a whole bunch of different episodes with a whole bunch of different backgrounds, because I'll just be in a van in who knows where, or in a Airbnb and who knows where, and we'll see what happens with that. So I think that'll be a real fun challenge too. And who knows, maybe for part of the leg where I'm back in Illinois, we can actually have an episode together in the same room. Throw it back to the OG TNC days with you and Nanny, and just trying to keep everything together.
Yeah,
it'll be fun.
It's funny because over the last 4-5 months now, we've seen my background be just the white background, and now I'm changing backgrounds. And now for the next possibly year, we're just going to see you in constant different backgrounds. So it'll definitely be fun to kind of see where that goes. And it's going to be interesting to see how that journey will go for you. I'm excited to kind of just hear your experience with it, and I'm sure every episode when you're out doing that, I'll have to bug you and bring it up to kind of see what you were up to over the last, week of where you've been traveling. So that's definitely really cool there. Now, outside of possibly bringing people on to talk to and, being back at the movies, stuff like that, is there anything else that that you are excited for the upcoming year that you'd like to try to push for?
Yes, actually, and part of it kind of encompasses both of the things we've already talked about and some of the things that other branches of TNC have done, and that's having not only fan interaction, but sort of fan giveaways and stuff like that too.
Yes.
I think that'll be awesome to have people not just commenting and us going with that, but also, hey, whatever the situation might be, whether it's movie tickets or merch or whatever the hell we're doing here, I think it'll be really fun to do that as a way to like, hey, thanks for watching, giving back. We appreciate you. Here's a free movie on us for just liking us, that sort of thing.
Yeah, I definitely agree, and that is the most dependent thing right now on COVID, because right now, for a lot of people, like, what can we really give outside of just being like, hey, here's a gift card, you might be able to spend it the next 3 to 12 months. So once we do have a better idea, I'm totally down to do like, AMC, Regal, or just, I think there's like movie gift cards you can do that work for all those places. So that would be something really cool to do in the near future once we do have everything kind of a better idea with COVID. And I'm sure we'll figure out some other things too, whether it is like movie tickets, maybe even like movie posters. Maybe I can, I mean, I do have a lot of movie posters from working at Regal, so I'm sure I can find some pretty cool ones that we can give away as well.
Totally.
Yeah, no, I think that will be pretty cool. So, I mean, is there anything else that you have to bring up for 2021, or would that be it? I mean, if you have more things, feel free to take it away. I'll keep thinking.
No, honestly, I'm just excited. Like I said, our first go at it in 2020, it was so much fun because we just got to do what we like to do. We just got to talk about movies. We got to watch movies. We got to yell at movies. We got to get really mad and really happy and really fun and just whatever the hell it was. We just got to experience that and then just throw it out into the universe. And it wasn't for nothing, it was really fun. Anything better than zero is just all positives for us. And so it was really cool to sort of get that started, and I'm really excited to see, especially with how far we've come in just like 4 or 5 months, to see what the next full year that we have in 2021 is going to be. What about you, man?
Yeah, I 100% agree. And oh man, I just lost it there for a second. I'm sure it'll come back to me, but I mean, there are a lot of really exciting moments for 2021, and it just came back to me. But something I would love to do for us eventually, because we've kind of talked about it here and there, and of course we do the reviews weekly. I would love to do a full review of a series. Like you and I go watch all 3 Lord of the Rings movies. And then we have a week where maybe we do just all 3 in one review. It'll be a long, like hour and a half review. Or we do a week where we don't have a main episode, where we drop 3 review episodes of each movie. So I think something like that would be really cool. I think that'd be a lot of fun, whether we do something like Lord of the Rings, or we could do Lord of the Rings Hobbit, we could do Harry Potter, Star Wars, really anything. So I do think the possibilities are pretty endless there. And yeah, I'm excited to kind of do some more of the stuff we've been doing, some new things we've been wanting to do, and then even also, of course, getting out of our comfort zone thanks to Your Name last year. So we can continue to do that and have some fun with some new stuff as well. So yeah, I think that
was awesome. I also remember that somebody still has a bet that they got to pay off because somebody else is really good at guessing Rotten Tomato scores.
Oh my goodness, that's right.
We'll figure something out on how to make that fun, and we can incorporate the show with that. But yeah. I haven't forgotten about that. Maybe we'll go double or nothing for something huge.
I forgot all about that. All right, cool.
Not good at a lot, but I'm good at guessing.
Yeah, totally fair. Totally fair. You and I just know how to read each other so well when it comes to that kind of stuff.
Oh, yeah. Dude, you will never guess. Stop right there. I've narrowed it down to 2.
Yep.
That's how it always goes.
But there's 100 options. It's 2.
Yep.
So, God. Yeah, I mean, again, I think one of our also big goals, kind of just personally between the two of us, is to have a good idea of what we're going to be doing a week before, like a week ahead of time when we can. I know we already had this whole week planned out. We're going to be doing, of course, the 2021 roadmap. There we go. I was like path road. Damn it. But yeah, so we're trying to keep a consistency of weekly ahead of time, so we're not, we said it plenty of our episodes when I was going through bloopers. We just talked about doing this today. This was just our idea today. So a bunch of stuff like that. So I know this week we're going to be reviewing Soul. We both watched it a week ago. I'm going to probably go back and at least watch bits and pieces maybe that I didn't fully wrap my head around at times. So I'm definitely excited to talk about that movie this week. We'll be doing that one probably just tomorrow. But yeah, we have a lot of exciting things. And again, feel free to recommend anything for us, whether it's movies, topics, segments, anything that you think would be enjoyable for us to do. And we'll happily at least discuss it and try to give it a shot the best we can. So
Totally. As you can probably see by view counts and stuff like that, we are not exactly bombarded with information here. And we are not shy about that. And so if you got anything for us to talk about, it saves us a Tuesday conversation of like, what are we going to do next week? I don't know. So any little bit helps, and we love sort of that reciprocation. Like, hey, we appreciate you giving us a suggestion, so we would love to talk about it, even if it's something outside of our wheelhouse, even if it's something we know nothing about. We'll do the research, or just watch the thing blind, or talk about the thing. Whatever it is, we're happy to do it. We got time. This is just fun.
Yeah, I 100% agree. And I guess I'll go ahead and do it this week, since I haven't done it in quite some time. I don't know if I've ever possibly even done it. But for the people, if you want to go ahead and find us on social media, go ahead and just go to our website.
Wait. I got to prompt you. I got to hit you with the prompt. Okay. Brandon, tell the people where they can find us.
Where the people can find us? Well, to make it really simple for you, it is thenerdchambers.com. That's where all of our information is. You can check out all of our shows. We have our, we've kind of like daily articles now going up for every single post that we're making between TNC Movie Nights, the Nerd Chambers, our new show, Critical Scoop. So there is a lot of different things out there right now for us. That's kind of the nice hub for it, to make it real simple. But if you just want to kind of just go on a social media platform and look it up. It's just TNC Movie Nights, no spaces, real simple for you. And we have a lot of stuff going on. We still have 2 giveaways going on as well. Twitch.tv/The Nerd Chambers, giving away a $100 PSN gift card. And then we also have Twitch.tv/TNC Penguin, giving away this Phantom Rage booster box. If you like Yu-Gi-Oh, if you like collecting cards, all that kind of stuff, check it out. But it's been a fun ride. I'm really excited for 2021, and hopefully the movie theaters open up really soon. But Alex, go ahead and send us home.
All right. Well, you heard the man. We're going home now. I'm Alex. He's Brandon. See you guys.